Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Realpolitiks Let's Play. This is Northstar. Hope you are well, are taking care of each other, and being kind to yourselves. Just taking a quick glance at what's coming next with projects. Excuse me. Trying to get the tech for this, but probably, this all requires super materials. Probably next thing I want to do is do air theory studies and bankrupt myself with that. But same time, I can grab advanced industries in Montenegro and Varna. So cool. And I'm letting war losses slowly decrease. Alright. And Macedonia is fully developed, and I temporarily went into medium level of economic development. 0.16 GDP per capita. Population growth rate is 0.57%, whereas there's less benefits from economic development to economic growth right now. So I should fall back into low after a while because my GDP doesn't keep up population growth, which is actually better because at low economic development you have faster pop growth and faster GDP growth. But this be fine for now. New task, world trade wants me to do import infrastructure again. Bring it back. I'll definitely need it in the long run, so this isn't a bad thing to do. Slight discount, I want to bring it back. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not doing the immigrant haven. It's too far in my way just for a little more pop growth. Right now I'm focusing on growing my population through growing my territory, conquest. May have another revolution. I think what happened is if you're doing a culture conversion, your unhappiness doesn't go down by 25% when you win a against a rebellion. It also freezes the cultural assimilation when you put down a rebellion or face any war, I think. So, I guess I'll get this project again when I go back from low to medium, so it's not terrible to have. Currently considered to be slightly over my military capacity. Working common currency. Already got freedom of movement. I could just do unified officers and annex the Federation of Albania. Oh yeah, actually I won't want to go bankrupt right away because then I'll lose them. Maybe I'll do infantry support tactics next then. Yeah, this is pretty cheap. Followed by green economy. Yeah, I think I can afford the debt for that, but definitely infantry support tactics. North Korea declared bankruptcy. Maybe drone recon. No, that would bankrupt me. Yeah. Not sure I can afford a green economy in terms of debt. Possibly, given my tax income and stuff, it would make sense that I could sustain that debt level. So, Immigration Acceptance Act. With the recent increase in the Mexican population, it has been decided to give them automatic dual citizenship with the United States. Cool. So that adds Mexican as an accepted culture in America, and Latin American civilization broadly to give them better relations with all of Latin America. It doesn't just help them with Mexico in particular. strengthens them. It probably would have been better if they refused it. The AI, I think, always accepts it, but as a player, you can choose not to. Peace treaty between Russia and Belarus. Russia annexed Western Belarus, and then they'll do Eastern later. Finish him off, and they'll also finish off Ukraine at some point, and then once they take Estonia, Baltic Union. Yep. They're taking back what they lost when the Soviet Union collapsed. Although, really, that wasn't actually controlled by Russia. That's ethnocentric, nationalist tripe. Like, seeing it as the Soviet Union was a alliance of republics, basically, a tightly knit one, stronger than, say, the EU. But Central government wasn't able to just completely trample over the smaller republics, and the Russian Republic did not control the central government alone. In fact, Stalin famously was Georgian, half Georgian, and I think Khrushchev was part Ukrainian. In fact, most of the Soviet premiers were not full-blooded Russians. Most of them were mixed nationalities, actually, because it was actually a very diverse culture with a diverse set of backgrounds. Tech is probably too expensive. What can I get? I think tank support helps me roll out everything a little faster. Oh, yeah, I'll just grab advanced highway theories because I probably want to highway this network eventually. Not too much debt. Something to work on while I wait. Korea declared bankruptcy again. Wait for annexing Federation Albania, because if the bloc breaks apart, then I won't be able to do that. Political scandal. But yeah, it was a point of U.S. propaganda during the war to claim that Soviet Union was really just Russia, but it was a lie. It was a lie that was spread to create fear and distress of the Soviets around the world. Take some secret tapes, stir in a few unfortunate uttered words, and add a pinch of meddling journalists. It's a perfect recipe for unwind problems. Commence interrogation, reduces unhappiness target, or fire those involved. Reduces personal control, but increases unhappiness. Got way too much AP to burn, so commence an interrogation. Following where, the corruption leads. I need to do something to spare my AP when I'm not going to possibly be able to spend it all. Or next bankruptcy. Score ranking, yeah. If I keep paying down the debt, I might eventually be able to get a green economy. Maybe I'll save right before and see. I wish it would tell you what the bankruptcy point is. The easy for the debt costs of the debt. I'm doing green economy. Hackers attack. Hackers attacked our entire computer system. They cause a lot of havoc and huge data losses. Pay compensation or improve the system. So spend AP or spend money. Improve the system. I have AP to burn. In theory, that would prevent follow-up attacks, but not really. It doesn't in the game. The idea being that there's always vulnerabilities. If you're all AP limited and you're doing like outsourcing stuff, you're better off paying compensation, but friendly immigrants. We're noticing huge numbers of immigrants coming from one of our bloc members. They're seeking a better life in our country, but they're not necessarily being pleasantly welcomed by our people. We must do something, which is like trying to close the borders, or we're all brothers, improves relations with Albania, and increases pop growth. Yeah, I definitely want the pop growth. We're all brothers. Indeed, I'm trying to create a combined state. Only makes sense. This is going to cause some unemployment issues. I should probably do fight unemployment as an ad hoc next. Just give me more time to pay down the debt before I do green economy. Deal with the temporary bit of unemployment it's causing, because that does slow pop growth. Also gives you events based on it. War on terror. Due to the terrorist threat, a so-called war on terror has been declared by the civilized world. Do I have to be part of it? I'd say yes, and then you get all these really annoying, difficult wars, or not our fight. Minus 200 score. Plus 12% habits. I mean, if I remember correctly, you get a bunch of terrorist attack events randomly that just never stop if you don't do it, so we shall join the war. You also get some score from this. It is obnoxious, though. I suppose all my military spending will pay off with this. Solomon Islands declared bankruptcy. Cool. I'm gonna save here. It's green economy bankruptcy. I don't think it will. Although it will tell me the mad unemployment level. I mean mad debt level. I have to keep fighting unemployment until the friendly immigrants thing wears off. Finding jobs basically for all the immigrants. It's the right thing to do. I mean, people shouldn't be penalized just because they weren't born in the right country. As someone who is hoping to be able to leave the United States, was already making plans to do so before the pandemic, especially once it struck and I saw how lives are being thrown away for profit in the United States, and definitely before I got long COVID. I had plans to go to medical school in Australia. I was trying to find a position, and I was disabled, and that dream has been crushed by long COVID. But yeah, I was trying to get out of the country, and I would hate it to see countries all around the world being like, no, we don't want immigrants. Immigrants are bad. It's stupid. It's something that the billionaires push xenophobia so that people will blame immigrants and their problems instead of blaming the people really to blame, the billionaires. Which this game doesn't represent, because of course it doesn't give socialism any real due credence. The space colonies are becoming self-sufficient, and people up there are becoming ever more independent from their respective governments on Earth. It's possible to completely break away soon. So the moon has now developed, where is it? Train, Jupiter, Miranda, Venus, Mercury, Ceres, the moon, a mixed culture. Let's see. It's no longer what it once was. Japanese. It's this mixed Western. Japan considered a Western culture? No, it's not. So it's actually a different civilization. Japan. Yeah, even more ethnocentric chauvinist crap, assuming automatically that the mixed culture would be in a European model instead of, on a place that was settled by Japan, where the majority of Earth's population is probably African and Asian. That wouldn't be that. Terrorist hideout found. We found terrorists in Armenia. Right. Not loving that target. It almost pushes. It's too much validates silly, stupid. Turkish claims that Armenia is a bunch of terrorists, which is nonsense. It's just an excuse so that ultimately Turkey can try and expand into Armenia. So they create this false narrative. Now try and annex Albania. It's not that expensive. Small climb and all. Wouldn't even take that long. 192 days. So working on it. And working fighting these terrorists. Doing the Highland Valley stuff first. Lose tanks and stuff. And infantry. Save that upkeep. Losing them first. Probably have too much military right now. Capture the roads also. That's right, I might actually be able to make the entire infantry back on the opposing force. Let's capture key cities. It's got enough lethality I might actually succeed in. Anti-democratic cooperation again. That'll help my economy. Let alone North Korean bankruptcy. Eventually they're getting invaded because of these bankruptcy. United States of Central America joined the bloc of the United States. Made possible by the Mexican Acceptance Act. Take airfield. Wasn't quite lethal enough. Alright, time for an unorganized fast offensive. Had it. North Korea left the bloc of China. Burma left the bloc of China, Cambodia, Vietnam. China declared bankruptcy. Hail to the chief. Haha, how's the ruling going? Good? That's awesome. Listen, we just happened to find a abandoned truck full of guns and ammo near the legitimate business club's headquarters. Well, maybe a couple of trucks. I know, right? What a coincidence. Say, don't you want them? They're cheap. Can accept it, improve relations with them, and help my military, or I can use. Sounds good. They reduce project maintenance and personal control target. They help with reducing war losses. The only thing is they increase unemployment and army maintenance. Usually the unemployment is not too much of an issue. It's only at all an issue right now because of friendly immigrants. Right, okay, so using units really fast in this. Still haven't transport destruction operation one. Still haven't crushed the infantry back on the opposing force. Deal with those Op 4. Military. Not really. Op 4 is in a military exercise, a fake opposing force. Honestly, the whole thing is probably very manufactured just to push imperialist concerns. Just like the real war here. Partly opportunism. I mean, obviously there were real U.S. suffered attacks, but it was really, that wasn't the real reason it was done. It was done to take control of oil. We won the fight against a key terrorist group. The organization has been shattered. Taking advantage of events to increase the power of the billionaires in the U.S. by the oil. What it's ultimately about is the petrodollar. Is By controlling most of the oil in the world, the U.S. forces the world to use the dollar to buy and sell oil. And that keeps the U.S. as the world currency, which provides enormous advantages to the United States. Because currency manipulation's easier when you have the world currency. Nixon started this whole pattern of currency manipulations and such. I may be able to do province permits in Deponia, Venus, and Sofia also. For next bankruptcy. If advanced highways theory is a little bit after diplomatic annexation, and if we wait a little longer still, we can get green energy focus. I don't know. Sweet, it's the Green Economy Project. Terrorist found another one in Armenia yet again. Yeah. Need some more tanks soon. I want to take in. So I need a couple aircraft. And some more infantry. Let's get all that up. At the front now, frontal advance. Cool. It's doing the stupid graphics glitch where I now control these provinces, but they don't appear on the map yet. Well, afford the culture conversions. Probably. Save just in case not. Destroyed. Gear failure. Equipment we acquired from Legitimate Businessmen's Club a few months ago has proven to be faulty and of very poor quality. Our forces are constantly reporting problems with these guns. I should have known. Oh, that's enough to give me an edge. I need it, I suppose. Capture key cities because it takes a while. Slower operation. But more slower pace while I deal with that event. Embezzlement. We have proof that an NGO operating here is guilty of embezzling large sums of money. Church of Ecology, which is like Scientology, stand-in. Should react unacceptable, persist unemployment, or do nothing. Who's score, who's money. I don't want to hurt relations to them, so I'll do nothing.